you want to do things right? To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed in attaining all and that which is your need? To be heard by the real answerer of all deeds, the true hearer of all whom pleads. Who of you really want to bow down to the true King of Kings commanding the crown? To worship the one that ever rules alone, commanding everything of creation from the seat of its throne.
And they're not going to have Caucasians going up, bombing up buildings. Who they going to blame? So they'll hire people from other lands to come and do it so that the people blame them and they have their support. These are devils we dealing with. And our people going to hell following them.
Yeah.
This thing ain't changing.
Well, I was just, thinking about what she was saying in regards to, the help. The people don't want help. I mean, some people do want help, but you have these people that want to be seen, that want to take over, that want to line their pocket. That
they got ulterior motives.
Block them from trying to help your people.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we have so many religious people in this area. I think it's a church on every.
Oh man, we got churches and liquor joints.
We got all these masjids, all these churches and everything, but we still have a high crime rate. And that's because people don't understand that when you read these books that Allah has sent down to mankind, that book ain't for the person sitting next to you that you think that don't believe in the Lord. That book is for you.
And you can't do it your own way.
Right.
And the thing is, if they take their holy books and make them personal, then they can see the signs of Allah being manifested right before them.
Right.
Now, the Muslims want to call people kafirs and everything, but in chapter 2 of the Holy Quran, Allah said clearly that if the Muhammad people did not uphold this covenant, that it would replace them with a new people. Now, they can say whatever they want to say, but the Muslim, the people that practice Islam in the United States and abroad, all over, has been getting hit from tsunami, from
all
war
kind of
and all
signs
that
of the
kind of
Lord.
stuff.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, not what Ahezaah sent down to Prophet Muhammad in the Quran is not true. It is true.
It's true.
So,
Yes, it is.
okay, now, if you take that personal, stop thinking that Allah was talking about Prophet Muhammad people immediately in that day and time. If that was the case, then Allah would not have caused the Quran to exist in this day and time.
And it would not have been talking in future tense in the Quran. It would have been talking in present and past tense.
Right. So the Allah has allowed the Quran to survive up into this day and time. And Allah clearly said that. Now, Allah is not limited in education. So Allah clearly put that in there. So it's the Muslims, the imams and everything wanted to be right with Allah. And they come down here to so-called give the people, the African American people, Islam.
Right.
They would address what Ahezaah said right there in chapter 2 to the people and say a new people. See, don't be upset because Ahezaah said we'll replace you with a new people, because Ahezaah ain't leaving you out if you right with it.
Right.
There's always a place for you if you right with Ahezaah. So where they could be helping in the cause of Ahezaah, they again want to be in charge. They again want to hoard up everything for themselves. That's all the selfishness that's going on. So if the Muslim will take hold of that and say, wow, let me look into what Ahezaah is saying in this chapter. And then they can see what we're talking about. Then I was talking to someone and they was giving me we was having a conversation, and after a while my head felt swell. And I said, here we go. Our people, when we come into knowledge of something, we go and get all this knowledge. All this not knowledge. Let me take that back. Information.
Right.
And we go teach and we just pound. But my whole thing is, okay, you talking a good game. But what is your purpose?
Yeah.
Are you just talking to somebody to hear you talk? What is your purpose? You understand what I'm saying? We have all the people of religion, our people, that have all these classes and everything. They just talk and they get more information talking, but they have no, how can I say it? They had no guidance, and they have nothing to offer for words.
But can I say something, Chuck? One of the problems with the people is, first of all, if these Muslims are coming from other countries to teach our African American brothers, what's the purpose for them coming over here teaching our African American
Back to the foreigners coming to our houses.
Why they coming over here teaching us? What do they want from us?
Slaves.
You understand? Do they want to give us the independence that Allah promised us in the Holy Quran? Do they want to give us the freedom, justice, and equality of being equal to them and every other man and woman and child on earth? No, they don't propagate that. Then the other thing is this. If they don't believe in Allah beyond their own mind, then how can they represent? How can they even understand what's really being said in the Holy Quran, whether it's in Arabic or English or Chinese? You understand? Because they have it in Arabic and they know the clear words. They know these words that Allah has been given to me that I didn't know in Arabic, but my Lord give them to me. And then when I bring them out, they be all shocked and surprised. How you know that? You sure he don't know Arabic? Because Allah give it to me because they're going astray and Allah is against them. Then the other thing is this. I don't care what your religion is. If you understand that the Lord's supposed to be your shepherd, like David said, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. If they believe the Lord is their shepherd, their guide, if we believe the Lord is our reality, it is the know of us, better than we know ourselves and the know of all things, then how is it that the people find it so difficult when I say to them, don't put your mind and your understanding and your knowledge in front of Ahezaah's? When you go to read your Holy Qurans or anything in life, ask Allah to give you its understanding, its wisdom, its knowledge, its guidance, and protect you against your own self, which you will put forth in front of it as an interference of what it's bringing you. Why I find that so difficult? Why must I be insane to say that this is the way that my Lord will guide you by you asking it to guide you properly and blessing you to not get in front of it, but to really surrender yourself to it? What did they think the prophets Abraham and Israel and Moses and Muhammad and all the rest, what did they think they were doing? If they would have mixed their minds up with what the Lord had brought and sent down, they would have been cursed. These books would not have been holy. They couldn't be claimed to be from the Lord Most High. You understand? You got books of the Bible and the Vedas and books that 5,000, 7,000 years old, still wisdom for the day. Still appropriate in this day and time because it's from the Lord. But anything man bring from himself, man, that's only for the time. Maybe for a day, a week, a year, 10 years, or until he die. Because surely, eventually, somebody who walked with Martin Luther King gonna say, the hell with that, I have a dream. These people ain't gonna let me to live this dream. I'm walking hand in hand with them. I give up. Because that one from Allah. That one from God. That was from Martin Luther King. His hope and his dream. And the other people's hope and dreams to be accepted by these devils who have never given them freedom, justice, and equality.
I find ironic that many times that the Lord's message that it brings forth to you and them circles that we went and sat in, I either show me anyway that even though what the Lord brought for them was the best, and they're doing like every other people do in the world, they might have liked one another, but against a new foe or opposition, they clan together. That's what I recognize with them. They all clan, they all clan together and one say, well, we don't against you. We don't like each other because we all got our own ideology. But for the common good right now, they're a new thing, a new event coming on.
Let's go against them. And we recognize because of the real gang members that we had with us, we recognize that the ones that they had as representation was young brothers who was afraid. They wasn't OGs. They wasn't carrying no weight. They was brought in. They was afraid of them. And they was brought in there to say certain things. But even them brothers got frustrated. When Holy Queen Mother started talking, and one of them in that wisdom's castle,
we went
or her, the whatever. You know,
the second thing, like
they got up when we got up and left. They got up and left. They said they was gone. Let's get out of here. Right.
But the second thing about this, and the second thing is the Lord showed us that the people that the Lord had touched with this message, their lives had changed because of the truth.
Oh yeah, they
that was brought forth to them.
Mm-hmm. Even some of my enemies, even those guys who used to come and try to argue, you hear them talking. Wait a minute, you sound a little bit like me now.
Right.
You know why? Because how you gonna defeat truth? How you gonna defeat wisdom? You go home and you think about what you was arguing about, and you grow them big ears like a jacket, like a donkey, and you understand? I was a fool today. Let me try to take what he said. I'll just take it and I'll twist it. It's mine. You know, I'll go tell other brothers.
And the third thing, only people mother was talking about, the fact that people don't know how to take what the Lord's words, his message from this book, and make it relative to the people. What Ahezaah brings with you makes it relative to their situation themselves.
Yes.
And it all start with them.
Yes.
And extends out to the condition and situation, to their environment. And they said, wait a minute, you calling me to me. Okay, I got to hear what you're talking about. That's the salvation that the Lord manifests for you that you give to them. That's what they for. That's what the people in the world are fighting against. You mean I can be called to righteousness? I can get myself right. And the world don't want the people in the world to be right. They want to keep in the wrongness and the foolishness and the falsehood. Because people start waking up becoming right, then the neighborhoods will clean up now. The environment that they all kill on others will say, wait a minute, that's my brother sister for real. I'm not gonna try to hurt them. I'm gonna help them. Like you said about the projects. We all took time painting. That affected every building in your community. See, they don't want that.
Cleaning it up.
This political don't want that because they taking money out of their pocket now on their thuggery, stealing from their riches. But these people getting right, thinking for themselves. Oh, wait a minute,
can't have that.
And our police state will not be needing more. Our federal thing, all these things that touch upon their
all by the wayside, and they don't want they don't want you to become
crime pays. Crime pays because he's building more jails in this region. More Joe committing crime because they know it keeps them working. And Ahezaah's message would help back to the solution again. Ahezaah's message would give them solutions to all the problems. He gave it through Elijah to help first to get the first resurrection together to help them out. People clean themselves. They oh wait a minute, that message clean.
That's why
this message clean people up.
They hate Elijah.
That's why they hate
Elijah. And you hear them, they doing this thing for Muhammad Ali. I wish Muhammad Ali would just come out and tell these people something. But where's he at? He's gone now. You know, he need to go back to when he was young and realize what got him to where he arrived, because they had fully come. That's why I say the Caucasians and stole Muhammad from him. They may have covered him up, and they got him, and he's not talking no more. You understand? He's sitting back and he's just cooling. I guess, you know, our people didn't warm out. You know, no matter what he has done, they still the same. You know, but you can't give up the fight.
No, you know what it made me when you were saying that. I just reflected on one of the lessons that we taught us when you said, "Praise is your enemy."
Praise is your enemy.
Muhammad
praised himself.
Praised himself, and that enemy still lived with him. You know, see, it takes a true man, one of Allaah, to say, you can have it all.
All
my life, my death, and my sacrifice is all for Ahezaah. See, the people, they may watch this program, they may see us on the street, they may have conversated with us, but they don't understand that we're only used as a tool for the Lord Most High. There's nothing that they could give us that we want from them. Really, you know, our glory
is our Lord.
So there's no reward. And it's like that we're seeking by calling them. Because
other than pleasing Allah.
Other than pleasing Allah. That is it.
No,
I'm smiling,
all they see is, okay, what's their catch? You know, and see, there's no catch. You know, Ahezaah through Holy Apostle has raised us to know that if we claim one thing for ourselves,
Right.
we are of the devil.
That's right.
We have robbed it.
Yep.
Stole
Trying to
So-
spill from Allah.
So
That's right.
we sit
Mhm.
and we ask Allah to protect us, to keep us safe
Right.
from the devil that it has caused to exist within us.
Within us, right.
And we know that no matter whether you hear us or hear us not, that we're only doing that which Ahezaah has sent us to do, and that there's nothing that you could do for us.
Right.
But you could take this so that you may be able to save, ask Ahezaah to save you,
Save him.
and
Right.
that you may be able to ask Ahezaah to save those who are in your
Right.
of your company.
Right.
You know, but other than that, that's the problem. When we go around people, they get to fight with us, thinking that we're coming to take something. You have nothing we want. You got a mansion, we don't want that. You got followers,
know what?
we don't want that. You got money, we don't want that.
Yeah.
All we want is for you to take this word. That's one of our biggest problems with Farrakhan. And my whole thing is, this here, because I know I get Holy-Apostle revved up about Farrakhan. I get my whole thing with Farrakhan, and I mean, it brought tears to my eyes. It ripped me down, because my whole thing is, he's no different than Pharaoh. My children tease about his last name, Farrakhan, Pharaoh. He's no different. I said, let our people go. If you're not going to do right by them, let them go. Don't teach them that falsehood. Don't give them that hate the white man, hate this, and don't give them that. Because it ain't just about the Caucasian people. It's what are they doing to please their Lord? Have you given them the guidance to surrender unto Allah with no attachments? Have you did right by them? That's why I can't stand him. Because he's just like the Caucasian people. He's telling them to hate. If he's telling them to hate Caucasian, you know that I hate an aspect of him that represents what the Caucasian man has done to our people. You talking about all this crap, but these brothers cannot feed their family unless they work for the Caucasian people.
Think about
And you got them working for the Caucasian people and donating to your cause.
Thank you.
But you telling them to hate Caucasian, you causing them all this imbalance. Instead of telling them how to exist, how to exist among these Caucasian people that they can't get away from. Instead of rising them up with information that will help them deal with the injustices by telling them that Ahezaah is sending down the injustice.
But I've always told you, and I'll tell the people, and I stand on the merit of what Ahezaah told me. Farrakhan is not and has never been a leader.
Yes. Right. You always said that.
He is not a leader. He is a student of Elijah. And he was never appropriate for a leader. And he cannot educate the people about the intervening of the mind.
Right.
He is not fit to lead our people to Allah.
Right.
He can only lead our people to his masjid and his charity buckets. He can't lead them to Allah.
Right.
Allah did not anoint him. Just like Allah did not anoint Jesse Jackson or Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or any of the other ones.
Right. See, the much of what Ahezaah do on this
Hold on fast for a second. With what Elijah did, you look at the difference. Farrakhan still trying to do the same thing, but look at the results of Elijah, whom Allah was with, and ordained him, anointed him to do that at that time, as opposed to what's going on with Farrakhan and his people. And think about the hypocrisy, the life that they have within themselves to rev up on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays about hatred for the white man, and then going to their jobs and having to hide out of fear of the white man, fearing they're losing their jobs because they got to feed their families. You understand? And it's by the same token, you look at the Orthodox, so-called Orthodox brothers who stand out here talking, reading the Holy Quran, and then reading all these books that they done mixed up with the Holy Quran, like the Noble Quran, putting stuff in there that's not even the Holy Quran, confusing the people, straight out doing the devil's work.
Yeah.
And calling it holy, calling it Allah, saying it's from Allah Muhammad. And then they go out there and stand up in front of those Aryan Arabs and guarding them like they bodyguards and protectors, working out in the streets and all kind of inclement weather while these guys, man, sitting up in the stores and stuff, laughing at them at home, you know. I wonder what they call our people in private, in Arabic. What kind of service do they call us?
Arabic?
Jackass?
What the word for slave in Arabic? Huh?
You know, I'm telling you, but it's pathetic, and I'm tired of it. You know, my whole thing is, when I was coming up in Islam as a child, I loved Allah. When I was coming up in Christianity as a child, I loved Allah. I was seeking Allah. My Lord came to me and said a lot of things to me, you know. But then as I grew up and found out that the people in the Christian church wasn't about really getting to the Lord Most High, you know, and then the people in Islam wasn't about getting to the Lord Most High, it disturbed me. And I realized I had to go out on my own to get to the Lord Most High. You know, and I bring this lesson to the people, say, you know what? When you get to the throne of the Lord, you will not have your clan members, your clique and your clan. You will not have your imams and your sheikhs and your priests and your ministers. You will not have your Farrakhan's and your deacons and your Warathines and the popes and all them with you. Can you imagine where Pope John Paul II is at right now? He had on some red fiery shoes when he left here. The sign. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you can do and say and act any kind of way you want to do in this life. You can defy the command of Allah, but you can't defy the will of Allah. And when you go into the next life, I don't care what you believe or disbelieved about the life hereafter. What is. Allah is as it is, and is the only thing that is as it is alone, being as it is.
You know what we was saying about, you know, how the Christians wasn't seeking Allah and the Muslim made me think about something right then and there. I thought about people. If you talk about people,
Well, don't leave the Jews out. Sorry.
Oh, no, the Jews too. But I was just thinking about religious
and the Taoists, religious
people.
All of them.
When they say, "I love Jesus," I love Islam. I love. Everybody said they love something other than Allah. You never hear someone say, "I love the Lord Most High," and I thank the Lord. I love the Lord. Unless they in that, you know, emotional thing.
No.
But if you can't conversate, you can't conversate with a religious person and say, "I love Allah."
They turn on you.
They be like,
that's what I was about to say. All my life, when I said I love Allah, I've had Muslims tell me, you can't love Allah because how you going to love something you don't know?
Right.
Allah. See, they don't understand. They don't know Islam.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
They don't know Christianity. They, you know, the thing about it is this. Allah presents itself to be known. That's what the manifestation of things is. That's why I said I created creation to reflect myself so that you will know me.
That's right.
You know? Not so that it would know itself, so that you would know me by my works. But it's still the unknowable thing. And when it's what we're saying is as it being unknowable in its absolute being, it is unknowable. But what it makes personal to you about itself, it makes you know it.
Right.
And it don't need the whole being of itself for you to know, for you to say, I need to surrender to this thing. You need to surrender to the Lord Most High. You need to get to know the Lord Most High. You need to know and understand how the Lord Most High is within about your being and every other thing.
That's the message the Lord sends through his holy book. Ahezaah calls Moses to know the Lord and what it manifests in that bush and what it manifests into. He said, show me, ask me yourself that I may know you. When he showed that veil, remove that veil. Moses, the mountain was crumbling and Moses fell to the storm. So Ahezaah, I know that.
Hair turned white.
I ain't
Moses recognized Ahezaah. Hair turned white.
Same thing with the prophet Jesus.
Same thing with Arjuna.
Arjuna, that's right. Then 1,000 arms there.
1,000 face of Brahma, and he freaked out. You know, I mean, but that's just the magnificence and the awesomeness of the Lord Most High. Right. If you have any wisdom,
right,
like myself, I don't want to know no more of the Lord Most High. Right. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. It has shown me almost too much. Well, I should say too much because I broke up. My mental being broke up. Irrationality. So that was too much. But in His mercy, it showed me His mercy and drew me back together, kept helping me and brought me back to this plane where I could speak about, I seen this thing and it is beyond all of us. We can't say that it is just a man in the sense of a human being. It is man in the sense of mind, the supreme eternal mind, because man means mind.
Right.
But in the mind created the world, and man created the world as mind. You understand?
Right.
And don't get confused about what Elijah was saying and what Farrakhan be trying to bend and twist in his rhetoric. You understand? But I don't need to know anymore because it's too much for me. My little brain can't handle that. No thing of creation can handle Allah. And when Allah said, if I'd have laid this truth down on the mountain, it would have flattened it, I bear witness. Brother, you want to talk about a physical mountain or the sign, the symbol of what that mountain represents, I mean people.
Right.
Mountains of men and jinn.
Right.
I'm the flatten them because people can't handle a little bit I'm giving. That's why we have. That's why we have people who come and when they hear what I'm saying, they run because Allah opened their soul up to them, open up reality to them, saying, you know, you want to mess with my man? Well, listen to this because he's speaking truth. He's speaking me. Yeah. And this is for everybody. It's not to make them afraid, but you should fear. You should fear the Lord, people.
The blessing of the Lord give it when you say that touching them, they see open up them to themselves because I either touching that truth that's in their soul. Oh shit, reality of that soul said that's him.
That's him.
And they say, oh, they realize themselves, oh no, that's not me. I got to run from this man. But down the truth, I'm being opened up to myself. And that mirror that I turn that mirror back around to them. And I even turn the mirror back to society all the time for what he's give you. And the mirror and the society can't look in the mirror and stomach it. It can't.
You know, I just got a word today or yesterday. First time all these years, finally got a letter through the post office. Yep, finally got a letter through the post office. It's over a month. It was post dated December 12th. Just got it January 26th. But they did let one come through. You know? And the brother said he really appreciate the book. Brother from Georgia. Said he really appreciate the book and he want the rest of them, you know, and it's a shame that our people have set out that these Muslims who claim to be trying to get to Allah, be claiming that they want freedom, justice, and equality. That's why Allah cursing so many of them.
Right.
It's claiming all this stuff falsely because when Allah sent His messenger to them, they don't want to hear it. Here it is. I got over 30 books. I didn't stop counting. You know, of wisdom, straight out wisdom.
Right.
And I can't get nobody outside the small group that we have here to help me get these books out to the people. Allah could get them out itself.
Right.
Allah could give me money and make me happy. But the Lord said, no, I'm not doing that. It said that I want them to work for them to prove themselves that they desire this. Yep, to desire it.
Right.
So what a plight, what a dilemma. You know, all this information and I'm sitting on it. And the people can't even get it because of their distrust in the Lord Most High and because of the deceit that they live under. We're going back to that thing, just like the brother saying, I hate the white man, but they go and knock elbows in the white man, smile in the white man's face, and do all these hypocritical things, you know, and then you got some, man, and then, you know, you see them, the women don't be covered properly,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they see other sisters covered and they get an attitude with them, you know, then you got some covered like Cousin It got too much stuff on, you know, they all decked up in the veil like they're in the middle of the desert, man, with this Arab get-up on, which is not Islamic. Right. It's just an Arab custom and culture, something that's needed out there. And they get upset with a sister who is covering properly like Allah say, but not all, you know, from fingernail to toes, man.
Right. I see the times of the efforts, but if you want to reach us by correspondence, you can reach us at A.H.A.D Incorporated, Post Office Box 8795, Newark, New Jersey, 07103. Or you can reach us now by via the internet at an A.H.A.D moment at yahoo.com. That's one word, an A.H.A.D moment at yahoo.com. This has been an A.H.A.D moment. May the Lord bless you to receive what you've been given here. I thank Holy-Apostle Deen, Holy Queen Mother, man.
Yes.
Teach about your presence, Mo. Yes, man. Have a good night.
Praise, peace, and blessings be with them about your presence, good people.
Who of you want to do things right. To keep up with keeping your lives tight. Tight as in being right with the truth of true insight. Who of you want to do things right? Who of you want to truly succeed?